Here I go, running no bullshit. This bitch we keep playing and why it's not recording. And they looking like God walked through the door. As we proceed to give you what you need, you know I like it when your body go bump, bump, bump.
My good friends, if I may have your attention, behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Your friend? Why
Come
you looking
forward,
around
young
for?
Ekon.
It's only like some ugly
We have
white
so
boys
much
in there.
to discuss.
Who cares? Shit. Man, what are you looking around for?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Well, if we give
Lord
out names,
Redgrave.
my name is Big Dick Jonathan Reed. Remember that
Last we meet,
when you mentioned me.
I've been eager to make your acquaintance.
Don't forget
I've
the
heard
Big
some
Dick part.
astounding things about you.
That's part of the name.
Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
That's his hoe. I admire her. I don't know about that. She has proven useful, and she ain't did that either.
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you
Nope.
mean?
I speak of the Scowl Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End?
He was a servant
Is
that
that
always
it?
killed the shit out of me.
Straight to the point.
That's what he
like
was.
eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about
Everybody's
it.
a servant till they beat your
But
ass.
first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister.
Else you want to
You
use
have
people.
not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
Whoever he is, you don't even know him. Yeah. Don't speak. It is no concern of yours. Tell me,
No
Lord.
concern of yours.
Have no embarrassment,
Yes.
Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all scowls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like
Who is
any
zealous?
servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Ooh. By
What
who?
does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any
I
official
was weird. I
recognition
thought I
from the
was
government?
American.
A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members,
Have fun.
and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
To be
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
Why don't they just follow Dracula's, Vlad the Third's creed? Like, why don't they just go with that?
William Marshall?
That would be so much better. They just went with
Not
Dracula.
exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone.
If I was a vampire, I'd just be making up shit like Dracula created me. Even if I never met
What
me,
does
I'd be
Ascalon
like, yeah, it was Dracula.
Ascalon was the
Oh,
lance
no,
wielded by St.
Marshall.
George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon.
Shit, I might
Like
even
that
say Abraham
lance,
Lincoln,
we
maybe.
pierced the hearts of all our
Yeah,
nation's enemies.
Abe was one too.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
No,
Yes. I will.
I won't.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance.
I don't sign no books. You never know what you're signing.
I know it's
You
all
sign your life away before you go.
pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
That's where that golf word come from. From England. Man. I couldn't do that. I wish I would. I don't care if I would be here. I wouldn't do it. I signed that in ink. Shit. Get the red ink. Did he really just do that nasty shit? Man. Beat him up.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Dude, he did exactly like I wasn't even in here.
Good evening,
Ain't no
Dr.
matter.
How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw
So
quite a
Lady
bit of
Asbury Hart
attention
was just
yourself.
beaten a few minutes ago.
Ah,
Come on.
vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf
She was
those
damn
of
near-
mere mortals.
Her heart was beating like a human.
I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
I ain't know that was important, but okay.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Are you sick?
Are you
Personally,
sicky?
I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about it?
Tell
It's
me about
not
the big
really
boy
my
club.
place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Hate for you.
About Lord
I speak of our
of wealthiest man to meet such a
London figurehead to Dawson. Is beyond the scope. Spent fortune to arrive at that.
to hear that, sir. You're here in such
Not. I was born in. That has us all.
like in this part.
Redgrave will. But I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
He's right. Ain't his.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall.
Okay,
A
Trump.
formidable, unscalable wall.
Yeah, let's build that wall.
Isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Ugh. You're right.
Complete isolation has proven effective throughout history, but the death toll has always been a high one.
I am glad you understand the concept of necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of
Right,
course
yes,
not.
same stuff.
Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others at the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcom.
He was a look
All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Gee, those werewolves. What are you talking about? He was some
Do
kind
you
of
know
mixed breed.
Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you
Absolutely,
reveal
my friend.
nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scows in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something
His
else.
pants have
I would be glad to
yes.
hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
I have met peaceful and wise Scows. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
What's going on here? I tell him vominos. That's overdose. What's going on here? Oh. Cook it in the morning, sell it during midday. I ain't met all these people yet. Man. How the hell I meet these people? They must have been inside. I tell them vominos. That's overdose. You got a code. I was just talking to your bitch ass. You didn't say nothing about you had a code. When he go to being fatigued, I just healed that little fuck face. I thought I healed your fuck face too. Man, I ain't about to be doing no backtracking. I'm about to just let all them places go hostile. I don't care. The game on easy anyway. The more skulls, the merrier. I'll just fight them all. You can't save everybody. What kind of vampire heals people anyway? Who does that? Where they do that at? South Beach, Miami, ho. I'm probably with Sam and so. My life is a video with women on my cameos. Oh shit. A whole hour of talking to people. Man, this game is less action, more talking. Jews, man. Ask locals about possible
I
sources.
think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
I didn't hear him say shit of the swords, but okay. I didn't hear him say shit of the swords.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
You ready to be mesmerized? I'm joking. It won't let
I'm
me do it.
investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Man, she already told me the answer to what I needed to know.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother.
I ain't even got to ask nobody else.
She's
She
been
just gave me
quite
the
busy
damn
these
answer.
last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
See? She already gave me the answer. Man. Why would they have the person who could tell me right there?
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
What are
Good
you
evening,
doing?
old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not well, man.
Cook it in the morning, sell it during the midday.
I'm investigating the source of the
I'm
epidemic
asking
in
you,
this
like-
district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. If you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the ladies,
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there?
They
Do you
discipline
need
in there.
medical assistance, Clarence?
No thanks. But I'll be glad to talk with you during daylight hours for once.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
If you see me during the daylight, you gonna die. Oh, dude's inside of the shop.
Good evening, sir.
Get the key to that
Please
roller
forgive me
truck.
for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am
Why you sound like Dr.
Calvin,
Swanson?
and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
How about I just bring you one?
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We
London,
will
England.
prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
Kaboom. At least he goes out like a man.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
London's Lone Gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals.
He can tell me some more stuff. I need to
Thank
know.
you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Please, sir, whether you need to buy something or not, I'm happy to help.
Who else can I talk to? There's somebody over here. How you get to him is a whole different thing. It really is. It really is though. I already talked to you. I see your heartbeat that way.
Women's right to vote is only the first.
Oh well. I don't want to see that. I do anything to be the baby there, baby. Alright, which one I'm going to first? I already know I'm gonna have to fight people to get here. See,
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Tell me you didn't see me walk up to you. Really? Really though? I walked right up to him and he didn't do nothing. Oh hell no.
Better go home, sir.
Oh hell no.
I'm talking to you. This one's mine.
Why am I stabbing her so bad? What? Man. Really though, he hit me from. He hit me from right there though, really. Where are these damn hideouts? I gotta keep it clean. Smoking nicotine. Know what niggas mean. Me running with that beam. Running with my team, huh? I kick up in that door. Ain't no that finesse. Nigga, you be blessed. Alright, I know I need to go the other way. Looking like a bleach, you ain't gonna be seen. Alright. Gotta do it. My bad.
Despicable.
Despicable, but got to be done.
I have this thirst for blood.
I'll have this first for
I
rats.
can't believe I'm doing this.
I can't believe I love the rats.
This is despicable.
I have to pick up all the 6-9s. Come on.
I have this thirst for blood.
Hey, little Waldy. What's going on down here? I didn't really have to do that, bro. I ain't about to waste it. What? The hell was that? The hell was that? I gotta keep it clean. Smoking nicotine. Know what niggas mean. Running with my team. Keeping me them beams. If them niggas go, they ain't catching us, huh? Oh, this is a hideout. I better not see nobody I gotta fight in here. This is a hideout. Let me get up here and see somebody I gotta fight. Where's the table that I create my stuff at? Look, nigga, you fit the description. This is dedicated to potential victims. Alright, there ain't no table to create stuff, so I'm getting the hell up out of here. As soon as you go to sleep, people gonna be sick. Even more sick than what they already is. I ain't wasting time with that. Have more sick people on my hands. Wherever I'm heading, I don't think it's this way. Wally, come catch me, G-Dub. I'm pretty sure y'all got to go this way. Here you go. Found it. Oh, I came to the first one, not the second.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Whoever did this, they raped her. That's what he said. That's what I heard. That is what I heard. That's what I heard, man. Bro, I thought someone attacked me in here. I was like, what? Maybe jump for a minute. What the hell was that? I had. First I thought it was a big ass condom. I was like, man, who's getting down in here? They was getting grimy. Last time I played this, I got stuck at this part.
This one's neck is broken.
That motherfucker is
Probably the
strong.
son.
This motherfucker's strong right here, especially if you ain't leveling up. I might have to go level up just in case. It's gonna be a lot of running, I'm gonna tell y'all that. But this motherfucker gonna be throwing some kind of poison shit down. Oh nah, this ain't it. Nah, this is it.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You!
That's right.
Come out, that little boy. I got this game. Caught this motherfucker. I couldn't win.
It's a radical mutation. This girl in school.
No duh, she did say Doris said she could have been a model or whatever. Bruh, he wasn't listening. Baby, let me get the key to that Rover truck. That was so much easier. I'm back at the West End. You know what I'm saying? I talk to you. Yeah. Don't be reaching. Don't be touching shit. You ain't Kanye West spins. Cause I real turn your ass in a pedestrian. Yeah.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
How do I get over there? Alright, I'll start this back up tomorrow. My ass can